Hello, ladies and gents, and welcome back to Chicago's Brookfield Zoo. We last toured here over a year ago when we walked through the Australia House, home to some of Australia's less commonly displayed fauna. One reason that Brookfield is the perfect zoo to visit in the winter is its numerous indoor attractions, including today's adventure, which awaits us in the Fragile Kingdom, a 1990 reimagining of the zoo's original lion house. The centerpiece is still a row of 5 outdoor habitats for 4 felines and 1 bear, simply known as Big Cats. To their right lies the clouded leopard rainforest, but today's tour will focus on what lies to their left, the desert's edge. While I couldn't find much info on the building's history, at present it displays 9 species of small mammals, mostly from Africa's arid regions, including a few that are not common to find at other zoos. Located back behind the zoo's Amur leopard is the Desert's Edge building. As you enter, the dimly lit environment gives off a semi-nocturnal vibe with simulated high dirt walls that make it feel almost as if you're in an underground tunnel. Our first stop is a multi-leveled habitat for one of Africa's most popular desert-dwelling species, the Slender-tailed Meerkat. More specifically, these charismatic mongooses are native to the Kalahari Desert of Namibia, Botswana, and South Africa. In 2024, the Brookfield Zoo welcomed 3 litters of meerkat pups, the first at the zoo since 2010. Meerkat pups are tiny at birth, weighing just a single ounce. After just 10 days, their ears open, followed by their eyes a few days later, and about a month after birth, they venture above ground for the first time. While only the dominant pair is allowed to reproduce, all members of a meerkat mob play a role in raising young. When the alpha female leaves her pups to forage, they are left in the care of pup sitters, and subordinate females even lactate to help nurse the newborns, despite not having pups of their own. One study, however, found that subordinate male meerkats may have found a way around this supposedly strict reproductive hierarchy. Tracking data recorded these males making trips into the territories of other colonies, and DNA analysis of the offspring born during the same period suggested that the purpose of these trips was to mate with subordinate or even the dominant females of these other clans. How devious. The South African deserts continue with Cape porcupines, who were off habitat while their home received some upgrades, so we'll move on to the wonderful underground world of mole rats. The naked mole rat is one of nature's most bizarre creatures. They spend their entire lives below the surface in tunnel systems that can stretch for miles. Aside from being incredibly attractive looking, naked mole rats have some amazing adaptations. They can live in extremely low oxygen level environments thanks to their ability to metabolize fructose similar to a plant. Additionally, they are highly resistant to cancers, and their skin lacks neurotransmitters, meaning they don't feel many types of pain. While the naked mole rat is about as uncommon of an animal as you can find, they are, from my experience, fairly common to find in AZA zoos. But this will be my first opportunity to talk about the Damaraland Mole-rat, the naked mole rat's hairy cousin. These 2 species of mole rats are the world's only eusocial mammals, a social structure more commonly seen in insects, in which a colony centers around a queen individual, while other members of the group are divided into different labor forces. For mole rats, these labors include foraging, digging tunnels, and caring for young. Physically, mole rats are a perfect example of the ideal fossorial body. They lack external ears, and although not completely blind, they rely heavily on their whiskers to help them navigate the darkness underground. Their large incisors are perfect for excavating, and their lips seal behind them, preventing dirt from entering their mouths. Past the mole-rats, the trail turns, marking the halfway point of the building, and leading us to my favorite part of this desert, a bridge that places you in between two rocky cliff faces that have both seen several residents come and go over the years. The right side, like the porcupine habitat, was receiving some touch-ups, so I was not able to see their Ocelot. However, I had much more luck on the left, with the very friendly-looking Pallas's cat. This secretive feline prefers a solitary life, so much so that their mating periods are extremely short, with females being in heat for less than 2 full days. The Pallas's cat's natural habitat is a good reminder that not all deserts are hot. Since the arid Central Asian steppes this cat favors are notoriously cold. To survive this frigid environment, the Pallas's cat has the longest and densest fur of any feline, with the fur on their tails and bellies being twice as long as the rest to keep them warm while laying on frozen ground. All this fluff also gives the Pallas's cat the advantage of appearing larger than they actually are. In reality, Johan here, who moved into the desert's edge in 2023, is no bigger than a domestic cat. Continuing down the dark corridor, the final stretch of habitats begins with a small glass-fronted cave where you will often find the bat-eared fox, the only insectivorous canine. In fact, up to 70% of their diet consists of just termites. Of course, this isn't their entire home, which continues around the corner with this unobstructed open-air view. Tucked in the corner is the building's only true nocturnal display for a large spotted genet, a solitary hunter native to South Africa. The spotted genet preys on small mammals like rodents, as well as birds, reptiles, and other smaller creatures. As cool of a species as they are, the spotted genet is a little out of place in a desert's building, since they are typically found in grasslands and woodlands, which makes more sense for these agile climbers who often attack from above. In contrast, the building's final species is such a specialized desert dweller that it has sand in its name, and I know at least one of my viewers will be disappointed that the zoo's Arabian sand cat was either sleeping or hiding on my 2 passes through the building. So we'll just have to talk about them another time. Which concludes our walk through the desert's edge at the Brookfield Zoo, one of the less common exhibit themes you'll find, and full of intriguing and truly one-of-a-kind species, which makes this building one of the many reasons to visit Chicago's Brookfield Zoo.